Welcome to my February vlog. Actually, it's March the 1st. I'm standing out here in my sunroom, literally a sunroom this morning because it's beautiful, warm sunshine coming in so much that I'm starting to get warm. And the wind is blowing like you wouldn't believe. So March is coming in like a lion. So for my vlog this month, I'm going to try something a little bit different. Instead of filming throughout the month of bits and pieces of what hubby and I've been up to, I'm just going to talk to you about skincare and what I use and things I've been trying to help with some of the issues that I've been having. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Okay, I washed my face, dried my hair, brushed my teeth. Hope I don't have toothpaste. And by now my skin is feeling really tight. I have very dry skin. So the first thing I use in the morning is this Biotherm Squalane and Vitamin C rose oil that I got at Sephora. And about that much, just a little bit. It's 5 or 6 drops. I've been using facial oil for a long time, years and years. I started using it, the lady gave me a facial at Ronaldo's downtown Ottawa a few years ago. And I used to use the Darphen facial oil, and I've used the Laura Mercier facial oil. So anyway, just warm it up in your hands, press it into your face. I just love the feel of this one. I'd never tried it before, but I read reviews of it. And then I was watching a while ago a video with Alexa Chung, and she was with some, I don't know who, a French woman, I think. And she took her to this French woman's facialist or whatever, and she was showing her these facial exercises that she does in the morning when she puts her oil on. Just pulling the skin, I guess. Okay, so facial oil, a little bit of eye cream, which I don't always use because I'm sometimes too impatient and I'm in a hurry. But I know you're just supposed to pat the oil in, but I also don't have the patience to do that. But I went to, there's a lady that here in Ottawa that gives really good facials at the spa in the West End. And when I went to her, the first time I went to her, she was really massaging the eye cream in. So that's what I do now. I just pick up all these bits all over the years. I'm sure you do the same. And after that, I use Darphen Hydra Skin Rich, which is also a new product to me. I used to use Darphen years ago. The woman at Ronaldo's used the Darphen products. They're pretty pricey, and I kind of got away from them. But I really like this. I just wanted a nice, rich, hydrating day cream. But because I've been so dry this winter, before I put that on, I've been layering over my oil this Biotherm Aquasource Gel. Oh my god, this was a free sample I got from, and I just used a tiny little bit like that. This was a free sample I got from Shoppers. They had a deal where if you bought so much stuff online, you got $20 off, and you got this great whack of pretty good sized samples. And since I needed body cream and all kinds of stuff, I doubled up on body cream and got the free samples. I'm always doing that because I'm going to use the body cream anyway. Then I put on the Darphen Aquasource Rich. And I was a little hesitant to do this for a while this winter until I was reading about, I was watching another video, and I'll tell you which one it was when I have a chance to look for the name. And she was basically saying that her person, whoever it was, she's a dermatologist, I guess, was just saying, you know, just layer on the creams if your skin can stand them, especially as long as they're not like fruit acids and a lot of things that have very active ingredients. But if it's just moisturizer, layer it on as much as you need. So I've been using those 3 things in the morning: the Darphen, the Biotherm, and this rose oil, vitamin C rose oil, every morning for the last month, and I just feel like my skin is just so much better. Then, if I'm going skiing and not going anywhere where anybody will see me, I wear my La Roche-Posay Hydra Source Rich SPF 30 cream. If I am going somewhere where someone will see me, I wear my Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer, which has the sunscreen in it. And under that, I put the foundation, the Laura Mercier foundation primer. So we'll do that. I mean, I'm not going anywhere today other than just talking to you guys. I love this foundation primer because it has a little bit of shimmer to it. So it's almost like putting a highlighter on. A couple times I've just put this on because it gives your skin a little bit of a glow, and just do my eyebrows and that's it. But I do like the tinted moisturizer. I have to look in the big mirror, which is here. I don't like wearing a foundation. Okay. Put it onto my chins. So, that's step 1. I should talk about what I do at night for skincare. The light in here is really, really bad. Actually, in the big mirror, my skin looks pretty good. In this, you can see the red. Like, it's really interesting that I can't see it in the mirror, but I can see it in the camera. Okay, so I have really sensitive skin, and it's dry and it's aging. So I've got kind of like 3 whammies in one. So I use Vichy products for cleansing. I get them at the drugstore. I love Vichy products. I like their body lotion. Their 3-in-1 cleansing is really the only thing I can use on to take eye makeup off. It says it's a 1-step cleanser, toner, and eye makeup remover. I can't use eye makeup remover. I've tried it over the years, and I feel my eyes tearing for like a long time afterwards. It irritates my eyes. So I use the Vichy 3-in-1 cleanser, and I use their toner for sensitive skin. So cleansing, toning. Even though I know a lot of estheticians and stuff will say you don't need a toner, I really like it. Like, I use this, tissue it off, rinse my face, pat dry, and then I use this. Now, this is another new product to me that I am so happy with. I don't know if you are familiar with Cuddly out of France. I read about them in Vogue a couple of years ago. Just read about the products, and I was at Sephora one day because it's based on grapes, and they had a vineyard, and they were using the grape skins and all this stuff now to make creams and various products, beauty products for your skin. So this is the Cuddly Vino Source Overnight Recovery Oil. It's great. It's great. I use 6 little tiny drops. See, it's got a nice little eyedropper that you use. Use it the same way I do my day oil, and I'm finding that using the oil in the day and the oil at night has calmed my skin down. And like, if I had eyebrows you could see right now, I'd be happy to go out with really nothing on my skin but my tinted moisturizer because I feel like my skin looks healthy. I wonder if I could get you in better light to see if you can see better. Let's go out here in the living room. I don't know if that helps, but I just feel like my skin feels healthy. It doesn't feel dry. You don't feel that pulling across your face like I had been. And really that to me is as a result of 2 extra products. Changing up what I was using at night to use the Vino source and adding the Biotherm Aquasource Gel. So at night I use the Cuddly oil. I add in the layer of the Aquasource Gel, and then I use my all-time favorite and has been for years, Origins Nitamins High Potency Nitamins resurfacing cream with fruit-derived AHAs. So on this video, because I've always been confused about, vitamin C cream, AHAs, fruit acids, blah blah blah, and because I have sensitive skin, I have to be careful about using too much of this or anything that has fruit acids. So this dermatologist was saying that you should use your vitamin C cream in the morning and your AHAs at night. So that's what I've been doing. This cream, I love it. I could just eat it. It just smells so good. And it's not a fragrance per se, but I don't like anything that has like a fakey fragrance, but anything that smells fresh, and that's another reason why I like this Biotherm. It has like a fresh air smell or something. I don't know. I love it. So I also use the, I forgot to tell you this bit. This is the Clinique. I think it's the All About the Eyes cream. So again, eye cream, facial oil, little dab of this, and then my night cream. I've been using this Origins Nitamin cream. It's kind of like mid-range as far as price goes. I love it. It's rich enough. It's not greasy. Anyway, if you have sensitive dry skin, I highly recommend this because my skin, over the years I've tried, the Estee Lauder, what's that night cream, and the Dramatically Different is Clinique. But it's the night cream in the little brown jar that was supposed to be the miracle cream that came out in the 90s. And I tried it, and oh my God, my skin was amazing for like 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, poof, little red dots everywhere, sensitivity, and that's one of the reasons why when I buy a new cream, unless they have a super good return policy, I don't try anything without a sample. And I don't mean one of those little packets that gives you one night's sample. I mean something where I can use it for a week just to see if my skin's going to react. So that's what I use at night. And then when my skin was really dry over the winter, I went to Shoppers and bought their Clinique Moisture Surge Overnight Mask. I do a mask once a week. I don't do it, lots of people recommend whatever that you could do it more than once a week. I don't because my skin doesn't react that well to it. The 2 that I kind of alternate between are the Laura Mercier Flawless Skin Polishing face polish. Now that has some grains in it, so I'm really, really gentle, and I mostly do it. This is where I get the dry skin, is around here, and right here. The rest of it on here, it's like I hardly touch it because it makes my face too sensitive. So I alternate that. I did that last night, this, and then I slather on this and massage it in. You're supposed to leave it on overnight, but I don't. I slather it on, get in the tub, have my bath, and then I rinse it off like I would any mask and do my regular. I don't like leaving it on overnight. It's too thick. Sometimes I use the Laura Mercier Flawless Skin. It's the Infusion of Rose Purifying Clay Mask. So it is a clay mask. I really like it. I like the Rose skin products from Laura Mercier, and they've discontinued the day cream, which I'm really sad about. I do like their rose facial oil as well. So yeah, so that's what I do once a week. Either this mask or this exfoliator or the grains, followed by a really rich overnight mask, which I don't wear overnight, but moisturizing balm, kind of calming, hydrating mask. So yeah, I'm comfortable with a labor-intensive skincare routine, like I always have been. When I was in my 20s, I worked for 2 years as a cosmetician at Robert Simpson's in downtown Ottawa. It was an old department store that has now closed. But yeah, I worked on the Lancome line. I learned all kinds of stuff. I wasn't qualified. I was a university student who was taking a couple of years off to run the roads, as my mother says, not have to write essays and work in a job that I had lots of fun. Then I went back to school and finished my degree. But so yeah, 2 years I learned so much. Some from the Lancome schools that they sent me to, but mostly from the other girls in the department, most of whom were well qualified. Yeah, so I am quite comfortable with a number of different products, and I enjoy it. I find it kind of almost meditative to in the morning do my facial oil and all that stuff. So if you're not that kind of person, you're probably listening to me going, oh my God, who has time for that? Well, I do. And I always have, even when I was working. I would still do remember when you were a kid and you would have like, when I was a kid back in the early 60s, I had long, thick hair, and Mom would wash it once a week because, I screamed and, oh, it hurt, and blah, blah, blah. And on Sunday night, you'd have your bath and you get your school clothes ready for the week. And I still used to do that when I was working. Sunday night was like, give myself a facial, have a long bath, shave my legs, get all ready for the upcoming week. That's probably too much information for you. But as I was saying, if you're not comfortable with tons of products, you might want to talk to your cosmetician about one or two that will, calm and rehydrate and whatever. But if you are comfortable, I seriously recommend the whole layering the creams on. One lady, there's a YouTube channel that I watch now. It's called A Model Recommends, and I really like her. She's a British fashion model, but she does these videos about products that she recommends, and she has really dry skin, and she says she likes to layer on the moisturizer until she almost gets that squishy feeling, like it's just too saturated. I don't like it that much, but I do like it so that my skin feels nice and hydrated and not tight. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed our chat. Just before I go, I did want to tell you about the two YouTube channels that I've mentioned. One of them is A Model Recommends. That's the actual name of the channel. And I like her stuff. She talks quite a bit about skincare and makeup. And the other one I like is Emily DiDonato. She's I think she's a model as well. She's American. But she has a series called Dear Derm, and she visits her dermatologist and talks with different things, how to develop a skincare routine, and that's the one that I think that I listen to about when to use the various creams in the morning and in the afternoon, and not to layer on too many different things that have too many active ingredients in them. And I kind of knew that because my skin is really sensitive, so I'm careful about what I use, and I don't buy anything unless it's been recommended to me by someone who has similar skin concerns, unless it has a really good return policy, or unless I've tried a sample. So yeah, that's it. It's getting warm out here in the sunroom. My face is getting red. Here I am saying, oh, my skin is so much better, and I'm getting all flushed. So I'm going to let you go. Hubby's going to be home with the groceries any minute now. I gave him strict instructions. He had to stay out of the house for 2 full hours. So that was an hour and 40 minutes ago. So I expect him home any minute because he is nothing if not punctual. So I will see you next month. That will be at the end of March. Hopefully by then we'll be able to have been doing all kinds of spring activities and not just skiing and wrapping up against the cold. So have a good month. I'll catch you later.